Hello and welcome to Talk NYCFC, and I know it's been a while since I've last made a video. I want to apologize for not uploading the review for the Philadelphia Union game. I just had a lot of stuff to do outside with my personal life and school and whatnot, so I unfortunately couldn't make a video for that one. Sorry about that one. But anyways, we are back from the international break. Um, the day of our recording, the World Cup draw has been done. The U.S. have been drawn up against Iran and England, and the winner of the European playoff, um, which will take place in June. Uh, Other than that, I'm just happy that the U.S. qualified. I just wanted to get that out of the way first before we jump right into this preview. NYCFC will face Toronto FC in the next game in the MLS. Um, both of these teams are 1-1-2, um, with wins, draws, and losses. Um, a one win each, a draw each, and two losses for both of these teams. NYCFC has struggled against Toronto FC as of late. Toronto FC, they've always gotten the better of New York City when it comes to the postseason. They absolutely humiliated us 7-0 on aggregate in 2016, a 5-0 loss at Yankee Stadium, and a 2-0 loss at BMO Field. And in 2019, it was the City Field game, which ended up in heartbreak for all New York City fans in 2019. I was at that game at City Field. The Alejandro Pozuelo Panenka in the 90th minute. I know that haunts a lot of NYCFC fans as he made his debut against us and he scored two chips against us in 2019, which was the last time we conceded 4 goals in an MLS match. Was in March of 2019 when we lost 4-0 at BMO Field to Toronto FC on Pozuelo's debut. We haven't done well against Toronto FC. We should have beaten them at Yankee Stadium last season with the controversial goal being taken away with the Jesus Medina block when he blocked the punt from the Toronto goalkeeper, and the ball just ended up in the net. That was a very controversial. It was a very controversial call, and later that week, Pro actually came out and apologized to the club and said that that goal should have stood because Jesus Medina was actually outside the box when he blocked the punt. Um, and then a 2-2 draw in midsummer last year at BMO Field. We led 2-0 at the half. We played very well in the first half against Toronto. We got two early goals, and then Toronto, and then the first 5-10 minutes of the second half, Toronto FC absolutely turned it on, and they scored two within 5 minutes to make it 2-2. And we actually could have lost that game had Toronto FC buried one of the many chances they had in the second half. NYCFC were poor in that second half against Toronto FC in August of 2021. So we could have easily lost that game 3-2 if Toronto had finished their chances. You know, Toronto, they had a terrible season last year. They finished second from bottom in the Eastern Conference. They only finished above Cincinnati last year, and Cincinnati finished bottom. They got the wooden spoon in MLS last year. That's their third in a row. So Toronto was really, really poor. They had Chris Armas for about half the season, and then they fired him through after a 7-1 loss to DC United last season. So it's a very poor season for Toronto last year, and obviously NYCFC are coming off the MLS Cup win in 2021. But this game will be come before the first leg in the Champions League against the Seattle Sounders, and that game is going to be across the country. Um, for New York City, they're gonna have to travel to Lumen Field in Seattle for that game, and this game is at BMO Field. Um, on Saturday. So I do believe NYCFC could get the win, but I feel like Ronnie and the boys they might uh, prioritize CCL over the early MLS games as they have throughout the season, throughout the first 4 games of the season. Uh, NYCFC are coming off a 2-0 loss to the Union at home. Toronto, I believe they got their first win of the season against DC United at home. So in my opinion, I just see a draw in this game. I'm gonna go with the 1-1 draw. Uh, I could see either team winning this. I could genuinely see either team winning this. Overall, I just see a 1-1 draw. I just feel like these two teams at the time of recording, they're very similar to each other in form wise and I don't see much in between them. NYCFC, no matter how good they play against Toronto, Pozuelo and the boys just always find a way to show up. They always find a way to get something off NYCFC. So I'm gonna go with the 1-1 draw. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about this game? How do you see this game going? If you're an NYCFC fan, consider subscribe. That would be good. Get me up in the algorithms and try to grow the channel every day. So take care and peace.